In the stillness of life, we often find that our greatest lessons come not from our victories, but from our failures. You see, failure is not an enemy, it's a teacher, a guide, a tool that, if used correctly, can help us transform into the best version of ourselves. I know this because I've walked this path, not just in meditation, but in life itself. Many years ago, I had to confront failure on a scale I never imagined. I had dreams, aspirations, just like all of you. But life had a different plan. And at that moment, when everything seemed lost, I found a new truth. Failure, when faced with mindfulness, becomes an invitation to grow. Think of a seed. In order for it to grow, it must first break through the hard shell of its shell. That breaking, that discomfort, is necessary. It's through this process of pushing through that the seed can begin its transformation. Likewise, we too must face the discomfort of failure to unlock our true potential. I remember a time when I failed to meet a goal I set for myself. I was determined to be the best at what I was doing, whether it was mastering a new skill or even just maintaining peace of mind. Yet, despite all my effort, I fell short. In that moment, the weight of failure felt like an anchor pulling me down into despair. But here's the secret I discovered. Failure is never the end. It's simply a moment, an invitation to ask ourselves, what can I learn from this? When I took time to reflect, I realized that failure had already taught me something I hadn't learned from my successes. It had taught me patience, resilience, and the deep importance of compassion, both for myself and for others. We can be hard on ourselves when we fail, can't we? We forget that we are human, and that each misstep is an opportunity for us to grow. Failure, when embraced, can give you the clarity you need to see beyond the surface. When you face it head-on, it no longer defines you. You define it. Imagine if we let go of the idea that failure is something to fear. What if we welcomed it as a necessary part of the journey? Every time you fall, you rise with more strength, more wisdom, and more grace. This is the true path to success, not by avoiding failure, but by learning from it. One of the greatest lessons I've learned as a monk is that success is not about reaching a specific destination. It's about the ongoing process, the growth, the path we walk, the lessons we collect, and the way we continue to rise again and again with resilience and awareness. So I encourage you, as you face your own challenges, to take a moment and reflect. Ask yourself, how can this failure fuel my growth? What can I learn here? The more mindful you become in these moments, the more capable you'll be of turning every setback into a stepping stone toward a deeper, more fulfilling success. Remember, the universe doesn't measure your success by the outcome alone. It measures your success by your willingness to continue, to grow, and to evolve, even in the face of failure. And so, the next time you experience failure, know that it is not the end of the road. It is merely the beginning of a new chapter, a chapter where your resilience becomes your strength, your failure becomes your fuel, and you, my friend, become the person you were always meant to be. Embrace your failures, let them fuel your growth, and remember the path to true success is not a straight line, it's the journey itself.